Welcome to the Language Learning Market's Global Education Expert Series.
Welcome to Language Learning Market's Global Education Expert Series. We are building the largest community of experts in global education, communication, and language learning. My name is Alexandria Ali, and I am an expert in adult language learning and women's issues. I'm going to be teaching women who are non-native English speakers how to speak more confidently in English. Did you know that studies have been shown that if you do not have self-confidence in yourself, that it directly affects your ability to learn a language and achieve fluency? Studies have also shown that there is a confidence gap between men and women. Women that are native English speakers already have lower self-confidence than men, and this affects them in their everyday lives and in articulating themselves at work. I have spoken to many women as an empowerment coach who have articulated this to me, saying that they feel like they are unable to speak in a way that is impressive and gets their point across and will help them advance in their futures as professionals. Now, this can be twice as hard if you are a woman that is already lacking a lot of self-confidence in your professional life, but on top of that, you are a non-native English speaker. So how do you get past these insecurities of being a professional, and then on top of that feeling like you can't articulate yourself well because of your language skills? Now, the first thing I want to say is that you are not alone if you feel this way. There are many women, many men even, who feel this way and they have some lack of self-confidence at work. And if you are a language learner, I have spoken to so many of my students in the past that told me that they were feeling insecure about either their pronunciation, not being able to think of the vocabulary words quickly, lack of fluency, even if they were doing very well. Now, what do we do? What are some tips that I can give you? My first tip for you is don't announce while you're presenting, if you are nervous, that you are not a native English speaker. This automatically shows that you do not have confidence in your English if you are bringing attention to it. It is better to just speak, and more often than not, people may have noticed if you have an accent, they will notice this and they already know that you're not a native English speaker, but they will not notice your lack of self-confidence while speaking English. I have also spoken to many women, both native English speakers and non-native English speakers, who have told me that in confidence they do not feel confident and they do not feel like they articulate themselves well when they are presenting or when they are speaking in meetings. And I would have not even known this if they didn't tell me. This is to tell you that if you don't tell anyone, and it's okay to be honest maybe on the side in private, but if you are trying to be impressive at work and show some kind of professionalism, you can pull it off and people won't even notice that you're nervous unless you make it apparent, unless you verbalize it. My second tip for you is to be mindful of filler words or filler phrases. For example, like, you know, do you understand? Does that make sense? These words and phrases tell the audience that you are not confident in your ability to articulate your message. Instead of using filler words or phrases, you can take pauses and speak slowly. This will look like you have more confidence in delivering your message. My next tip is to observe and listen when you are in meetings or when you are in workshops or listening to presentations by fellow colleagues that are native English speakers. This is important because you can learn and pick up different phrases, expressions, and idioms, especially in the workplace. If you are unsure of a word being used, an expression, or an idiom, write them down and look them up later so that you are prepared to use it yourself in the next meeting. My fourth tip is to immerse yourself with the type of language that you are trying to learn. So if you are a consultant, or if you work in medicine, listen to or read articles within your field in English. Listening will be the most helpful, so look for podcasts or YouTube videos. My fifth tip is to try not to over-elaborate when you are speaking. If you are very caught up in your mind about, am I making sense? Am I articulating myself well? And you start to go into a rant rather than deliver the message that you are trying to give your audience, whether it be your coworkers or clients, then this is not going to look good on your presentation skills. It is better to try and be direct and get your message across. Focus on the value of what you are trying to say. At the end of the day, this is what people will listen to, the value you have in what you are saying. My sixth tip is to find the right kind of tutor, teacher, mentor, or coach that fits your learning style and will help you reach your fluency or confidence goals. There are many different types of teachers, tutors, and coaches. You can find a tutor for reading, writing, or speaking, conversation skills, and coaches for confidence and pronunciation. Now, this is important because if you have a specific goal in mind, maybe one-on-one tutoring would be right for you. And my last tip is just to be patient with yourself, to have unconditional patience and understanding that you have the ability to reach your goal and that you will get there. Being hard on yourself and putting yourself down will only stunt you in your learning growth. I really hope you enjoyed these tips I had for you today. If you did, give us a like and comment your favorite tip down below. Again, my name is Alexandria Ali and I am an ESL instructor and tutor. I am also a women's empowerment life coach, and you can find me on YouTube at English with Alex or on Instagram at alexandria.ali. All right, have a good day, everyone.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe. We're building a community of global experts in communication, education, and language learning. Join us by visiting our website, www.languagelearningmarket.com. And be sure to tag #LanguageLovers on any social media platform to promote your business or products on our social feeds.